Let's face it, when you first start out with a business, one of the first things you have to remember is all of the passwords you created for all of the software that you're going to use. However, an extra step is that when you're going to be looking to use resourcing, whether that is part-time, full-time, and you want them to potentially access any of your software, it's a great idea to use LastPass or one of the other software password managers out there. The reason being is that you don't have to change all your password names just because you've had to either let someone go or they've finished up working with you and you've got to go through that whole process all over again. So I've used LastPass for a number of years, a little bit clunky at times, but there's also a number of others out there that can do the job just as well. This is perfect for if you're using things like Canva or, for us, Komodo Decks, which is where you're seeing these videos from. There's a couple of other software as well that you never just know whether you can give someone access really quickly when you need that. So for your web developer, when you create a Stripe account, they're going to need to use that to create any of your billing, especially recurring billing. Same for the website, when you've got your website up, hosting, all of those things. It's a good idea to have it all on something like LastPass, and then you can just share the details with them. So quite straightforward. What you do is you just use that button there, which has the faces, and then you just put their email address in there and they can then log in without actually seeing what your password is. Just to be clear, they'll need to have their own setup of LastPass. So if they've not used it before, they can do that, register for free. It's not a problem. And then that just allows you to then use that email address that they've got on there. It'll recognize them and it'll just quickly allow them to auto-populate and fill the login of whichever site you are giving them access to. One final thing, if you are setting up a lot of softwares and a lot of accounts, you can download their extra Chrome widget. I'm sure it'll be the same on Microsoft. But you go to extensions here or you just Google it. They'll prompt you anyway because they want you to use it. I don't use it just because it tries to get you to put every single password into here. And there are times when you're just buying a one-off thing on a website, you just don't need the password popping up all of the time. But this is a great way of managing staff and external resources. It's a great way of collaborating with anybody that's doing a short project for you. And it just allows you to get into the habit of securing your passwords in one place that at any time you can give people access, as I said, without having to then change in the whole password of it just because they're no longer working on that. So I hope you found this little video useful as you go from 1 to 100 days like me in building a profitable startup. Thanks for watching.